All right. And so I am Peyton. I'm coming at y'all from the North Georgia, Tennessee line. And so I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about the quarterly sale that I usually do every quarter. I've done it for the last couple years and I do it once a quarter. It's amazing. I love it. And I have really enjoyed thinking up themes throughout the years for my customer group, but this year I just did it was a pink sale, and then I did a lemon sale because I wanted to do something like vitamin C, like summery. So then for this one, I really did some soul searching. And a lot of you may know that my mentor, Jessie Lee Ward, passed away last month. But one of the things that I kept hearing her say in my head is be more authentic, be more authentic. And so I did a little soul searching this last time around, and I was thinking, what is one word that I could come up with that is authentic that to me for this last quarter? What is one word? If I could pinpoint one word that I have exemplified and aimed for, what is it? And I came up with love. And so I am going to launch the love sale to my beauty group, but I really, 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 really soul searched myself and thought about like something that was near and dear to my heart. And a lot of us, a lot of times, and myself included, get caught up in the repetition almost of just being on autopilot and doing the things that you've done before and thinking up things and this and that. And, it was really fun to do the lemon sale. I got lemon makeup brushes and lemon beauty or yellow beauty blenders, lemon makeup bags, lemon candies, like vitamin brightening vitamin C samples. Like I went all out with this yellow lemon theme, but it was, I don't want to say it wasn't authentic because it was. It was something I thought up and thought up myself, but it wasn't something that I really soul searched and poured my heart into. Does that make sense? So
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I only do it once a quarter. And this quarter, I really wanted to do the love sale. And I think I'm going to carry it forward. And the next quarter, when I do it, I am going to look back on what was most important to me and what did I exemplify. Because instead of doing the same old, like, tell me what books you're reading or whatever engagement questions are on that countdown, I'm able to take that and be like, tell me, a food you love. Tell me a place you love. And it could be anywhere from Alabama to my grandma's house, like, or Europe or my best friends. It could literally be like very, very specific or very, very broad. But I'm going to get to know a lot about people that I like. I already know what books they're reading, what podcasts they love, and what I already know all that. They update what they're watching and stuff and reading on Facebook. So I already know all that. I have been given the chance to ask them questions that I really want to know the answers to. So I am very, very, very excited for tomorrow. Super excited, actually.
Is
So
it gonna be called Love? or Love Big?
It's the love sale.
I like it.
So I'm super excited about it. I made a whole bunch of graphics for it already, and I'm just real excited. They're in our Supernova board under the parties saving for seminar. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a folder that says love sale, and it's just those graphics. And it's, we all have the same climate control. We all have the same Bella lip sense. We all have the same mascara. But, it's just, it's a little bit different to be a little authentic to yourself and really do what touches your heart. I thought of you last night, Jennifer. One of the neighbors had a lottery ticket thing, a scratch off thing. But it was tarot cards, and I just looked at it and I was like, oh, there's little tarot cards on there. And I laughed because I thought of you. And, I don't know anything really about them or anything. Like, I've never even played a scratch off ticket. And so, I don't know anything about scratch off tickets at all, but I immediately thought of you when I saw that one. So it's just little things like that. Like, that is authentic to you, to me. Like, when I see that, I think of you. When I see something really like a really good recipe, I think Kathy. So when I see a really good Bible verse, I usually think of Jeannie Lynn. I'm like, dang, I need to send that to her. So, I mean, there's different things that I feel are authentic to different ones of us. Does that make sense? Do you have anything you wanted to add?
I like the authenticity. I like that. I think that's the best idea yet because we do get in the routine of doing the same sales over and over, just changing the name and just changing the activity, like the lemon sale. I think as a group we did the flamingo
Mm-hmm.
sale, but we're doing the same questions. We're doing the same things, and they already know we're going to ask them the same questions over and over and over again. And so coming up with the love sale, you have the option to ask them things that they're not expecting you to ask, things that you don't know about them, and that's really awesome. And then next quarter you have time to look into you and see what should I make this sale about? What what is authentic to me at this point?
Yeah.
Because you're not going to run the same sale twice in a row.
Yeah.
And so I really like that.
Yeah. I love it. And I mean, I'm still doing the same activities that I like. I'm still going to make an event. I'm still going to go live on my personal page. I'm still going to give VIP access to my VIP chat. I'm still going to tag certain people. But I am also being a little more authentic and asking questions I really want to know the answers to. And like I'm still doing the post a selfie and then the next day post a wish list, but I'm doing that as well as my countdown post, so it's not monotonous.
And by doing this and learning more about your people, that also gives you a new doorway in a way of learning more about them. You're connecting more with them in an area that you didn't connect before.
Yes.
Because we all know, like you said, we all know their favorite books, their favorite quote, their favorite, color, their favorite this, their favorite that. But learning what they love, that gives you a whole new aspect of getting to know your people.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, and of course you're going to do the same thing because it's work.
Mm-hmm.
Doing those tasks have worked, but you need to change up your wording some, because sometimes that's all we have to do is change up our wording, change up how we do our thing, how we say our thing, and that's what you're doing. You're changing it to something completely about how you authentically, like you said, authentically you.
Well, I'm really excited for the future, y'all. Really, really excited. I think we have a lot in store for us. I keep seeing like today I saw this thing about supernovas and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I read it and I like started crying because it's exactly why I picked the name Supernova for our team. Because, like I was telling Scott the other day, I picked that because I love you and I think all of them, like I told him, I was like, I love them and I think all of them are rock stars and like superstars. Not rock stars, superstars. And I was like, and all of us have this amazing light within us. And a lot of us haven't like fully let that shine. And oh my God, when people do, it's just going to be crazy. So that whole thing with the supernova thing today really took my breath away because it's things like that. I keep seeing the numbers 17 and 1111, and I even said something to Scott about it the other day, and I was like, so I keep seeing the numbers 17 and 1111. And I was like, and they're like angel numbers, and basically it's saying like you're exactly where you're supposed to be, you're on the right track. And it's to the point that like now I'm starting like when I look at my clock and I'm like, of course it's 11:11. I'll shut my phone off and turn the power on the side so that it just shows the date and the time, and then I take a screenshot of it because it's 11:11, but it's a really good way to document that it's, October 10th or, September 30th or what, like, there's even some days where I've seen it at 11:11, 1:11, and then 11:11 p.m. So, there's sometimes where I've been fortunate enough to just be able to see it all the time. Yeah. But it is an angel number that means you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And I truly, truly believe that we all are exactly where we are supposed to be. And God doesn't make any mistakes. We are all perfect, just the way we are. So I've heard someone say before, like, don't compare yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy. And it's true. I used to think sometimes that I would never be like a certain, people, because it is what it is with those people. But then I realized that life happens, and sometimes, like, you can't foresee the future or what's going to happen. But for a minute there, I felt like there was just so many voids in the company, in my life, in like all those different places. And slowly but surely, it's still the same spaces are open. It's just my perspective has shifted from, oh my gosh, there's all these voids of all these holes that need to be filled now, to look at all this opportunity. And it just took a little perspective shift and being a little more authentic to myself to get over the, just, I don't have to be competing with Morgan Zambrano or Jalen Schroeder or anyone else ever in life. I just have to compete to be the best version of me. I have to compete with who I was last year. Do y'all have anything else before we wrap up?
I just love you guys. That's about it.
I love you too. I am so glad y'all are all here, and I will see y'all next Tuesday. I love y'all.